Okay, so this is my roof climbing belt that I use. So gloves, very important. Velcro, very important. A selection of carabiners, because they're super useful. And I've even got some pulley carabiners, which are also very useful when you're pulling particularly small amounts of cables. Like if you're doing an NBN run or something. I like to just clip some of those on and using a combination of that or some Velcro to tie it up. Inside my roof climbing main bag, a pair of wire cutters. These are for cutting heavy duty catenary cable. I like the little Knipex shears because they fit nicely in the bag. And I also carry a utility knife. And I prefer using the hook blade on this because I find when I'm stripping back catenary cable that it works the best. Electrical tape's always useful, and then these things. So let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So these are a FastLink. And you can see by the purple colour that these are the small FastLinks. So these things are super useful. They're about $1.10, $1.14 each. So if you use one of these at the end of each cable, you know, you're up for $2 to $3 worth of parts. A single turnbuckle will cost you more than 2 of these, and these things are super quick and easy to use. Okay, let's have a go at putting one of these on in front of the camera. The camera stand is a awesome concoction of a rake tied to a material roller stand, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so this is your typical blue catenary cable, which is 2.5mm inner on something like 3.2mm outer. I like using the hook blade on the utility knife, and what I do is you work out how much you need to wrap around whatever you're tying it to, and then just strip it back. You'll find that often you don't get the last bit off, so you can either just snip that off with your wire cutters, or if you just peel it back with your fingers, sometimes it just pops off. So that one just popped off nicely. There we go, autofocus finally. Again, that's a spiral wound. So we grab our FastLink, and all we do is we push the cable through the hole that doesn't have the plastic colouring. So leave the plastic colouring, that's the exit. The one that goes into is the one on top. And as I push in, I like to twist it so it tightens up on the spiral. So you don't need much of a twist, just to put a little bit of pressure on it. These things don't always go to plan. This is probably going to be a good example of one that doesn't. So you can see that one's starting to spiral. So I'm just going to give up on that and try again. We'll just get rid of those extra bits. Okay, let's have another crack at it. Let's get a bit of a twist to tighten up all the loose ends again. And no, that one's just not going to play ball. Like I say, you often get 1 out of every 10 or so that you just have to play with a little bit to get it right. Okay, that's how it should go, just straight through like that. The camera was out of focus the entire time, that was just awesome. Okay, and so then you wrap it around whatever you're going to wrap around to tie, and then you go back through the other hole there. So just push that back through, straight through. Okay, and then that's it. So if you then want to tighten it when it's in place, all you have to do is just pull on, just pull that forward, or that one. It's really intuitive once you get the hang of it, and it will just tighten up on it. Okay, so we'll just tie it around something here just to give you an idea what it looks like when we go end to end with this. So we'll just stop the video and come back. We're going to attach our catenary cable to a set of shelving, and we'll show you how to use the FastLinks and tensioning. So we go around, find out how much distance we need, grab our hooked utility knife and strip off the plastic. And so you've got one bit of bare wire there with the blue plastic on the other side, and that should just roll off with your thumb. Pop that off, pop that off. Yeah. Okay. And so then we'll go through the non-coloured port on the FastLink. So the coloured port is the exit. So we go through the non-coloured one, and we go around our support and back through the other side, which is also the non-coloured port. There you go, straight through like that. I'm going to roll out our link. I'll come this way a bit closer. Yeah. So I can see that I need to strip to about there. So I'll grab my hooked utility knife again. You can use a straight knife. I just find the hook knife strips more of the plastic off at the one go, so it makes life a bit easier. Once again, that should just roll off with the thumb. So grab another one of our FastLinks. So we'll put the first one through there, and go through. Go around, and I'm going to go back through that hole. I'm just going to pull that through. Now to tension it, this is like super easy. All I've got to do is actually just pull some tension on that to take up all the slack. And then when I let it go, just zoom in on this bit here. When I let it go, all I do is just move that up. I can do that a few times, and it will just keep adding tension to it. So by the time you finish, there's a reasonable amount of tension. You probably normally find going over a long span that you'll actually get more built-up tension in the wire than you will on a shorter span. But you can keep just fiddling with it to get it right. That's all you got to do to attach your catenary. Piece of cake. The question is, what happens when you screw up and you've messed up your run, and you go, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Can you reuse your FastLink? Yep. All you got to do is cut, and then it will pull out in one direction. So if I pull that one out, if I cut that one, see the plastic's going to be a bit of a pain, so I'll just strip the plastic off. Like that, and it should just pull straight through. So once again, you can pull your FastLink back out and reuse it. You can use your FastLink to join two bits of wire together if you find that you've got 5 meters of one and you want to just use it up. So your FastLink's worth $1.20. Your catenary cable's worth something like between 50 and 80 cents a meter, so it's worth saving a few meters. Cheers.